Ahoy there, fellow travelers. Welcome to E-Travels with E-Trules, a personal and literary podcast of travel adventures and misadventures from around the world. This is Eric Trules, and thanks for listening. Bali is Indonesia's island of the gods. Bali High. Ever hear that show tune from the 1949 Rodgers and Hammerstein Broadway hit musical, South Pacific? It's where I met my wife in 2000, in front of a local ATM, completely by coincidence. Unless, of course, you believe in fate or magic. Well, we went back to Bali in 2012, looking for a little villa to retire in Padang Bai, a small fishing village on the still-pristine east coast of the island. But through a series of unpredictable accidents and incidents, we barely got out of Bali alive, sacrificing 2 more of our 9 cat lives each. For those of you who, like my production team, can't figure out the mysterious and obtuse name of the episode. E-Travels with E-Trules. 9 lives times 2. And good karma. May 2012. Denpasar, Bali, Indonesia. Breathe. It's springtime again. Another year in academia is beautifully, mercifully, and finally over. It's time to immerse myself again in the Asiatic void, where things are always too hot, and you never know what kind of trouble lurks around the next bend. The wife's gone ahead to visit her family in Sumatra, and I've had to lag behind by 3 weeks, so I'm raring to go. The plane lands in Denpasar after a 24-hour flight from LA, plus an extra few-hour layover in Taipei. I left on Sunday at 11 p.m., and I've arrived Tuesday afternoon at 2:30. Denpasar is the only international airport on the island of the gods. The wife is supposed to pick me up here and bring me to a charming little Hindu Bali hotel in Kuta Beach, the tourist capital of the island, not far from the airport. She did the same thing 12 years ago when I returned to Bali 6 months after first meeting her in June 2000. We met absolutely by accident and incident in front of a local bank's ATM when I asked the first 2 strangers I saw for directions to the local mall. Yet somehow, even with 31 years between us, no common language, and 13,000 miles of cultural and personal differences, amazingly, she's still my wife. It's been a constant 12-year challenge of age, language, culture, patience, personality, and perseverance. It hasn't been easy to say the least, but it's also the best thing to ever happen to me. I don't see her, the wife. She's supposed to be here at the airport with her sister, but I don't see her. I walk back and forth along the passenger arrival area, but no wife. I wait half an hour. Still no wife. Then suddenly, there's her sister, Anna. Are you Trules? I recognize Anna from her Facebook pictures. Yeah, I am. Where's your sister? She in hospital. What? Yes, hospital with dengue fever. What? Dengue fever? That's the worst mosquito-born virus in Asia. It has no pill or inoculation to prevent it. It's untreatable once you get it. It's so painful they call it bone crusher's disease. It's fatal in young children and old folks, and sometimes it's fatal in... Stop. Anna, when did she go to the hospital? Today, 12 o'clock. Damn, that's just 4 hours ago. I just got off the plane with Surya's friend Patricia from L.A., and here's my wife's sister and her Sumatran cousin Irma telling me my wife has dengue fever. The four of us, me, Anna, Patricia, and Irma, jump into a taxi and crawl our way through the suffocating Kuta beach traffic to the hotel where Surya's been staying until she went to the hospital 4 hours ago. We throw our bags into 3 different hotel rooms and quick take another taxi back to Kasi Ibue, the hospital in Denpasar, back near the airport. The weather is steaming hot. The hospital's first floor is no relief, no aircon. It's brutal. How can anyone recover in a virus incubating sauna? Kasi Ibue means loving mother in Bahasa Indonesia, but it looks more like a relic from Dutch colonial 1904. Tanned wood, the smell of quinine, people dying of malaria. We get up to room 335, and there she is, my wife, lying under the sheets with a white hospital gown over her brown skin. She's on an intravenous drip, and she's seriously sick with dengue fever. For the next 7 days, she falls in and out of night sweats, fevers, painful bone-crushing headaches, and recurring nausea and vomiting. I watch her go through it all, sleeping on a 4-foot vinyl visitor's couch every night. And some nights I don't think she's going to make it. Fortunately, Dr. Yoshi Anand is one of 2 specialists on infectious disease in all of Bali, and he assures me that the dengue is running its course, Mr. Trules. Just wait. He says this every day. Her thrombocyte count very low. 26 must back up to 100 before we release her. I Google thrombocyte, platelets. 150 to 200 is normal. The dengue-bearing mosquitoes have messed with my wife's vascular system, eliminating her blood's ability to clot, risking brain bleeding, or if it's behind the eyes, blindness. Oy, as we say in my tribe. Finally, after 5 days, the fever breaks. And after 2 more days on thrombocyte watch, Surya's count rises to 115. She can go home. But take it easy, Mrs. Trules. Some patient full recovery right away, some 2 months. Take it easy, please. And we are out of there. 1 more of our collective 18 cat lives left on the hospital floor. We follow Doc Amand's advice and lounge around Agung's bungalows and pool for the next 2 days. I even splurge for Agung's priciest bungalow, the honeymoon suite. It's nice. A green Hindu Bali cottage nestled back behind the crush and noise of Kuta Strip. Hey, the wife deserves a little luxury, right? But Cholo Patricia, who's never been out of America before, has been holed up for the whole dengue fever week with Indonesian cousin Irma, who barely speaks a word of English, and both of them have severe cases of cabin fever. So, Surya feels obliged to show the girls the Bali she promised. She even convinces me to pack up for a gentle road trip to Ubud. You know, the eat, pray, love art capital of Bali in the center of the island? Well, we do. We head north to Ubud with its Kechak monkey chant ceremonies, its friendly feed the animals monkey forest, its barong ballets with nubile adolescent girls seductively darting their eyes skyward and artfully separating their fingers in impossible Balinese ways. All of Ubud seems to be buried in art and ceremony, with cement gray statues of pigs fucking everywhere. But I'm surprised when all three of the women want to leave Ubud after only one night. But we're supposed to take it easy, remember? No problem, Trules. I feel fine. Let's go. Okay. Obviously no arguing with the wife, right? Luckily, I found this little paradisical hideaway in Ahmed, up the quiet east coast of the island. It's called the Good Karma Bungalows and has cozy bamboo huts to chillax in. It's run by the infamous Buddha-like proprietor, appropriately named Baba. We get the townhouse bungalow with 2 single beds above and the king-size bed below. Baba says, "Take look first. My bungalow very primitive." So we do, and can I say, he's right. Flimsy bamboo walls and roof, 3 mosquito nets, hand hung over each bed, a cold water outdoor shower, no TV, no internet, no cell phone connection, nada. But Baba does offer fresh squeezed tropical juice for breakfast, watermelon, banana, coconut, mango, papaya, along with delicious banana pancakes, snorkeling equipment for $3 a day, and random Hindu Bali ceremonies erupting daily. So we chillax for the next 36 hours. We swim and snorkel, have a gentle time. But then we stupidly decide to go to one of those Hindu Bali ceremonies, one in which Baba himself will be beating a large taiko-looking Balinese drum. The 4 of us head out. We walk north along the coast. "Very short walk, impossible to miss temple." Baba's words of wisdom, although he forgot to tell us how damn hot it would be along the road. It's at least 32 degrees Celsius. 104 Fahrenheit, and after maybe a quarter of a mile, my body is dripping with sweat. I decide to abandon ship, go back to Good Karma, and rent a little motorbike. I love motorbikes. "Don't do that." It's the wife. She wants me to come with her and the girls. I don't want to. We argue. You know the routine. Come on, she knows I love riding motorbikes in third world countries, being out in it along the banks of the mighty Mekong in Vietnam, leaning into the S-curves and the high tea plantations of Kerala, India, and now, no doubt, along the sweltering east coast of equatorial Bali in Ahmed. Who wants to schlep uphill into the dripping midday heat when you can simply bear back a bike and ride the wind to your heart's content? So, back to Good Karma I go. But when I get there, there are no more bikes to rent. All the bules, Indonesian gringos, have already rented them all. So I make my way over to the first warung, the local 7-Eleven, where the sleepy owner woman understands enough of my mime to dust off an old motorbike from her musty-smelling garage. Looks like it hasn't run in years, but hey, it's the only horse in town. She gives me the key, no helmet, a few throwaway comments in Indonesian, and off I go. Yes, sirree, I am out in it again. I turn up the throttle, and as I climb the same hill I just sweated my way up 20 minutes ago. Okay. I'm supposed to find the 3 princesses eating somewhere along the side of the road, so I gas the throttle and lean into an uphill curve. That's where I see my first fellow motorbikers, a young local dude and his pal on the back. I'm coming up the hill, they're coming down, so I pull over to the right. But so does the other dude. That is, he pulls over to his left, my right. What the hell? We're heading right towards each other. At the last minute, we both swerve to try to avoid each other. In the milliseconds before impact, my life doesn't flash before me. I think, what the you idiot! Don't you know the rules of the road? It's your country, you boneheaded yokel. What the? Head on, I go down. They go down. Next thing I know, I'm lying on the ground next to my bike. My left groin hurts. So does my left hand. My glasses are gone. But I can see both boys are up on their feet. They're yelling something at me in Indonesian, and their fingers are going everywhere at once. And then, oh shit, it suddenly hits me. The reason the dude was swerving left and me right is that Bali is a drive on your left island. Fuck me. Not only was I driving on the wrong side of the road, but when I pulled over suddenly to the right to avoid impact, it was the wrong goddamn way. The accident is entirely my fault. Then, before I know it, there's a crowd of at least 30 locals surrounding the three of us. They're all buzzing like mosquitoes around fresh meat. Oh man, now what? Slowly, the teenage driver approaches me. In broken English, he says, "You drive right, yes?" "Yes," I say painfully. "You pay, okay?" No, I'm not going to admit guilt. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge as soon as possible. I'm calling my insurance company. I don't actually say that, but that's exactly what I'm thinking. But come on, I can't do that. Just own up, Trules. You're the bozo who pulled to the right instead of the left. Another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. Let's see how much this is going to cost, huh? I tell the two of them in mime to follow me back to good karma, but I can't get my bike up off the ground. So the driver's teenage friend helps me pick up the dead carcass, which we inspect for damages, and it looks okay. I can't see a scratch on it. But then I walk over to the driver's bike, which is completely mangled. The plastic front wheel protector is split down the middle. The wheel fender is crushed into the tire. The gear shift is jammed, frozen. It looks expensive. I get back on my bike, but they make me sit behind the Balinese friend dude, a passenger on my own bike. One of the local kids hands me my glasses. He's picked them up from the side of the road, and back we go to not very good karma. What the hell just happened? In less than 4 minutes, I just had a head-on, violent motorbike collision in a third-world country, the same country where my wife's father lost his life in a head-on motorbike crash when she was 16. I had no helmet, no knowledge of the rules of the road, just my boule American arrogance, too hot in the Balinese sweltering heat. The two motorbike boys insist that we go to the local bengkel. Not back to good karma. Bengkel sounds like bank, right? I know what they want me to do. They want me to go to the nearest ATM machine and pay them millions of rupiah in damages. No, Bengkel, boys. Yes, Bengkel, they say. No, I am not going to the Bengkel. We go, mechanic. Ah, I see. First, they want me to get an estimate from the local shyster, then go to the nearest ATM and pay them millions of rupiah in reparations. No, mechanic. I need to wait for my wife. She's Indonesian. She can translate, okay? They have no idea what I'm talking about. They keep repeating, Bengkel, Mr. Bengkel. I got it, boys. I understand. You want me to go to the bank. Do they know I'm Jewish or something? No, 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 bangkel. I wait for wife. Paham? Paham, it's one of the 3 Indonesian words I know. It means understand. Bangkel, mister, you come. No, no, bangkel. I think they finally get my point. They drop me off at Good Karma. Listen, boys, I mime. You come back here, Good Karma, 5 o'clock, okay? Good Karma, 5 o'clock. They repeat. We agree. Now, what? I walk back to Good Karma's juice bar. Baba is not there. He's probably still banging his drum at the ceremony, which I never made it to. Fortunately, his Japanese wife, Ako, is there. She says very zenly, "Sit down, mister. Don't worry. We fix all." Right. She leads me over to a carved wooden table and gets me a cold bottle of water. I open it and pour it over my head. Oof. And suddenly, I get it. Just relax, man. You're on vacation in paradise. Your wife's just survived dengue fever. You're still married. The 3 princesses are off at the Baba banging ceremony. It's only money, man. Just pay it and be done with the whole fiasco. The less the wife knows about it, the better. I get back to my room with a cold bintang, the local Indonesian beer. I climb into the hammock on the front porch and order a massage. $5. Feels great. I'm proud of myself. Don't worry, be happy. Then the motorbike boys show up at 4 o'clock, not 5. Mr. Bangkel, where they've been, wants 1,700,215 rupiah to fix the motorbike. They show me the itemized bill. I don't paham a frigging word. But what I do comes naturally. I'll give Mr. Bangkel 1 million rupiah, $100. No, 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 mister. You paid this one. They slap the Bangkel's bill furiously. No, 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 1 million, last price. They confer. I can see they paham. They slap the bill again. No, mister, this one. Oy. 20 minutes later, the 3 princesses show up. They're hot and sweaty. Lunch wasn't very good. They never made it to the drum ceremony either. Okay, you better sit down. And I proceed to tell the wife the whole death-defying tale. She doesn't say a thing. It's the Indonesian Batak way. Sit on your anger and fume for hours, for days, for weeks. She's just looking at me. But if looks could kill, she is clearly saying, "Another fine mess you've gotten yourself into, husband." But then actually she says, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine." "Good," she says. "But I need your help with the Bangkel." Again silence, and then, "I don't want you to pay the money." "How can I not pay it? It was my fault. I just about totaled the bike. We go to Bangkel together." "But I don't understand a one word on the bill." "Let me see." Surya grabs the bill. I know she's not going to paham one mechanical word either. We're going to get into another huge fight with the boys. It'll take hours, be painful, almost kill the both of us. Look, I already thought about it, about fighting. But I changed my mind. I'm just going to pay them whatever they want. "How much in US dollar?" "Less than 200. That's a lot of money." "No, it's not. I totaled the bike. I just don't like them taking advantage of you just because you bule." Wow. That's one of the nicest things she ever said to me. But look, let's just forget about it. It's not worth the time or the aggravation. "Are you sure?" "Yes, I am. Otherwise, I know you're going to get into a big fight with them, and they're going to call the police, and there'll be a fine, and I'll probably end up in jail, and then we'll have to pay the police off with a bribe, and then we'll still have to pay for the bike. I see her harden, then soften. She knows just exactly how corrupt her own country is. From the government officials, to the police officers, to the thieves at the post office, to the shyster bankel owners, which, by the way, doesn't mean bank at all. It means auto mechanic, as in go to the bankel, go to the auto mechanic, schmuck. Let's just cut our losses and enjoy the rest of the day. She looks right into my eyes, into her tightwad Jew of a husband who is making a totally uncharacteristic but decisive move. Okay, she says, and I pay the money. And just like that, the entire Ahmed Benkel motorbike fiasco is over. I figure I'm lucky to be alive. I've just left one more of our 18 collective cat lives on the Indonesian pavement. Along with surviving cancer and dengue fever, we've just dodged another metaphysical bullet. So, hey, we must be doing something right. Let's just call it good karma. Love from the sweltering Balinese outback, Mr. Benkel. Original music composed by Amanda Yamate, sound designed by Alicia Bermudez, produced by Harry Duran at Fullcast. Please contact us with your feedback and to schedule an on-air interview. This podcast has been supported with the USC Capstone Grants. Special thanks to Phil Allen and the School of Dramatic Arts for their support.